And you just grab him by the leg, and you can scoop him up.
Oh, we're gonna paint your toenails.
Wow, you guys have been busy. Howdy, today we're visiting our good friends Clint and Suzi and checking out their brand new goats they just got yesterday. But first, let's check out this Kerry mango that I gave Clint years ago, and it's doing very well.
Well, I'm gonna air graft all those low branches all the way around. There's at least 15 to probably 20 branches under there I can get.
Hey, let's go check out those goats. We can see mangoes any day of the week. So we're gonna climb past all the stuff in the barn here.
Good morning.
Go.
Howdy. And how old are they?
So, Coco's birthday was January 23rd, and Tater's birthday was February 14th.
Great.
Yeah. So they're Nigerian dwarf goats. They're dairy goats. I specifically did want dairy goats. You know, we have a smaller property. So being dwarfs, they don't need as much pasture space as very large goats. They're easy to maintain in smaller pastures for sure. They'll produce the milk.
And they're quiet.
Right now.
Were they loud in the car?
At first, until like when they were startled, they were really loud, and then they settled down.
The owner, she had a whole raceway, so it was a double layer, double barrier. The dogs were in the middle between the one fence and then the stall. So if the predator got in, they would be in with the dog first.
Yeah.
And then the goats. So she's like, if it wasn't for these dogs, I wouldn't be able to have the goats.
These goats are pedigree goats. They've got an entire line of breeding with champions, champion milkers and showers. Both of them come from like prestigious lines. Yep, they've got 3 stomachs that they digest through. They actually can start eating hay like really, really early. You'd be surprised, but they're on just milk for a couple of weeks from what I've read. They have something called a rumen that has to develop that helps them digest like the grains and the hay. So for pretty much for the first 3 months, they're mostly drinking their mother's milk. They can actually come off the milk at a month old, but usually everyone will let them, you know, stay on the milk for 3 months. They eat a mixture of chaff hay, which is a process of taking the premium cuts of alfalfa, and it goes through this chopping process where it kind of ferments with some molasses, and they bag it, and it creates these probiotics, which are great for their digestion. So they eat that mixed with some grain pellets, in addition to having the free option of their actual hay. So over here is their feeding station, where it's got the free access hay. The bottom tray is where their chaff hay and grain is, along with a mineral block. So this little rough spot on the tip of her nose right here, the hay receptacle from her first home was one of the net varieties, where they push their face in through the little holes in the net, so it was just kind of rubbing her fur. So we have a different hay delivery system, so that's gonna resolve itself. And you just grab him by the leg, and you can scoop him up. And when you hold him, you wanna wrap him around and just give him some support, because they're 3 bellies, you don't wanna put too much pressure on their bellies. So you just kind of hold them like this. These ladies are very, very used to being held.
Love the cage that you guys built. Take a look at that.
We used all recycled materials. This is all wood that we had laying around the property from various projects. Big girl, you're so quiet. Are you camera shy?
I heard your daddy's name was Billy.
Give us a
Bah.
bat.
Come here.
Bah. Well, since the goats wouldn't talk to me, I had to step outside and find someone who would. He wasn't too interested either. Well, he's always interested. He'll talk to anybody. So where are you going to fence?
I'll show you. So this is open. We leash them. We'll be on a leash or herd them, whatever, through here.
Just let them munch down the bananas. That's going to turn into a structure to keep them shaded and dry during the day. And they got a pool view. Look at this. Wow, you guys have been busy.
Yeah. So this whole fenced-in area, if you want to come out, you can get an idea how big of a yard they've got. This is plenty of room for them. Plenty.
And you can sit here and watch your goats.
All this right here for a little nursery area.
I think you should. I applaud that.
So what I would do is I'd first irrigate, get all my irrigation lines stubbed up, so I can irrigate the whole thing, and then get rid of all this grass and put the black stuff down. She's like, I charge $500 to stud him out, but because he's bloodline, these goats have like AKC, whatever you call that for goats, paperwork on it.
Got tornado warning going on right now. Believe it.
Oh, I see one. Baby goats, Alex?
That is what's in that little bag right there. That's like a sample size. Yep.
And this?
And those are, what were those?
ADM, Archer Daniel Midland grain pellets.
Was watching them all night long. Every hour to hour and a half, I woke up and jumped on the cam to see how they were.
Well, thank you guys.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
And thank you guys for riding along with me to Clint and Suzi's to check out the new goats. We'll be back for updates later on as we drive out of this beautiful country, past the people that grow lawns and not food, and back to the magical place called Incredible Edible Landscapes. We'll see you there soon.